So week after week at the Well, we get to hear stories of God's faithfulness and the way that he works in our lives. So I'm so excited to invite up my friend Justin Ferris to tell his story.
Hello. All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Justin. I'm a sophomore here, and here's a little bit about me and my story. So I grew up in a Christian household. We'd go to church, but I wouldn't take it serious at all. I knew of God, but I didn't really have a relationship with him, nor did I want one. I thought it was pretty boring and pretty mundane, so I just never sought out God. Transitioning into high school, specifically freshman year, I was introduced to drugs and alcohol, and I abused that on and off throughout high school. And it ramped up my junior and senior year. That's also when my anxiety started. It kind of had these thoughts of, am I enough? Can I be loved? Am I ever going to amount to anything? And coming into college last year, I fell pretty deep into the party scene and also being very sexually immoral. And that's also, again, when my anxiety ramped up a lot. Oftentimes putting expectations on myself that just wasn't attainable. Almost a perfectionism. I found all my worth in school and in my career. And I just had this attitude of, I'm going to live my life how I want to live it. I thought I was, that guy. I was very cocky, very self-absorbed. And that continued through until about last summer and this first semester, I just hit rock bottom. I felt like my life was getting torn apart. Everything I knew, I was very lost, very broken. I felt like I didn't really have anyone. And I kind of had this moment. I was like, okay, I can go back to how I lived my life before, how I want to live it, or I can seek out God. And that's exactly what I did, and it was the best decision I ever made. I can confidently say I've been set free from all my deceitful desires when I lived in ignorance. And I just felt this overwhelming joy and happiness through him, and I just wouldn't have it any other way. I started coming to CM this semester, and kind of prior to coming to CM, I was talking to my roommates, I was talking to my parents about, hey, I've always wanted to go to New York, and the first CM sermon or service, I absolutely loved it. And at the end, they're talking about the spring break trips. And they're like, oh, we got one spot here, one spot there. Then we have 2 mail spots to New York. And I turned to my roommate. I'm like, oh, we're going. It was very out on a whim, very, I don't know. I wasn't planning on going to one, but I heard that and I knew that was God's calling. And that was absolutely amazing. The people I met on that trip, I love them all so much. And that trip was life-changing. And I just love every single second of it. I feel like I've been coming to CM for a super long time, but it's only been one semester. But I've seen God work in amazing ways in my life, and I wouldn't have it any other way. And that's why I worship.